Hi, my name is Lorenzo Felix. I'm a 20-year-old business major at Fresno State, and the hobby that I've chosen to talk about today is something that I've gotten more into recently, and that's trading stocks on the stock market. So, first, I'll talk about how I got into this hobby, and then I'll explain how this incorporates into my life, and then I'll talk about how I could improve on trading stocks in the future. And so the reason that I first got into trading stocks was because I've always kind of had an interest in the stock market. Like even before I turned 18 and was legally able to trade in the market, just the concept of it intrigued me. Just like the fact that you're able to invest, let's say, $50 into the market, and then over a period of time, like a day, a week, or a month, like without physically doing anything, the value of your money could increase, but this also works the other way around, and you can lose your money just as easily, if not easier, in my opinion. And so I learned this the hard way when I first began trading in the market. It wasn't long after I was 18 that I started to invest, and I realized how difficult it really was to make a profit in trading stocks. Like when you begin trading stocks, there's a couple of different strategies that you could have going in, like day trading or swing trading, for example. And so swing trading is when you hold on to a stock, when you buy a stock and then hold on to it longer than a day, so either a few days, a few weeks, or months, but you still sell it. Whereas day trading is when you're buying a stock and you're actually selling it on the exact same day that you're buying it. And this is a lot more risky. I didn't know this at the time, but 80% of all trades or of all day trades end up as losses. And that's what I was doing, day trades, when I began trading. But thankfully, when I first started trading, I wasn't doing it on a very large scale because I knew how risky it would be. So I did it on a small scale. But even within the first few weeks, I think I lost about $100 of the 250 that I'd started with. But even though I lost all that money, I still think that I learned a lot just from that experience. Like it made me realize how unprepared I was going in and how little that I actually knew about trading stocks. And it also made me want to improve and get better at stock trading. And so, how can this incorporate into my daily life? And stock trading has actually incorporated into my daily life a lot more recently because of the classes I'm taking this semester. For example, I'm taking Finance 120 now, and in this class, we have an assignment that actually requires us to invest in the stock market. But the nice thing about this assignment is that we're using fake money or paper money to invest in the real-time stock market, which makes it like a really good way to practice because there's not a real penalty. Say if a stock that you invest in were to crash, you wouldn't actually be losing all this money. It's fake money, so you're not losing anything. But how can I improve my skills in the stock market? And so I know that I don't know a lot about the stock market and that I still have a long way to go until I know what I'm doing. But the first way that I think I can improve would just to become more knowledgeable about the subject in general. And that could be from me either watching videos to inform myself about it or taking more classes that are focused on this particular subject at Fresno State or taking classes somewhere else about the stock market. And another way for me to improve, I think, would just be for me to become more consistent with checking the stock market and just keeping up to date with which stocks and which type of stocks are doing well or aren't doing well. And then one more way for me to get better that I've already kind of incorporated into my trading is just to change your strategy. And then so instead of day trading, now lately, I've been trading on a longer scale, like a longer period of time. And I think that I've already seen benefits to this. Like even though I'm not making as much money as I could day trading, the risk of me losing money is a lot smaller and I don't have to be as invested as I would if I were day trading. Because if you're day trading, you have to be basically staring at the market every second of the day, just waiting for it to hit its peak so you can sell. So, in conclusion, overall, this hobby is something that I'm really glad that I've gotten into because it's something that I could possibly even do as a career in the future if I choose. And after my first experience with trading stocks and losing money, it made me more aware of how little I knew about the stock market and how difficult it can actually be to make money, which is why I know that I need to improve before I can start trading on a larger scale and trying to make more money. And that's my hobby. Thank you guys.